In this lecture, I am going to talk about all layout elements. Let's add a new page. Name it layout elements. Click on this plus icon, navigate to layout elements. I have talked about columns and buttons in the previous lecture, and in this lecture I will show you how to work with this more, media and text, page break, separator and spacer block. I will talk about this more block later, but for now I will talk about all of these 4 blocks: media and text, page break, separator and spacer. Let's add media and text now. After clicking on media and text block, you will see something like this. Just upload your media file or add images from your media library. I am adding an image from my media library and type some content here. No matter how many content you need, just type and type. Take a look at this right sidebar. You can see there's text setting, color setting. From text setting, you can define your text size. Here is by default, here are 4 sizes: huge, large, normal and small. But you can also define the exact font size from this option too. I am using large here. And now if you need drop cap, just enable drop cap for your content. And from color setting, you can define the background color of this content block, not this image, but just for this content block. Let me show you how to work with this. I am selecting dark color, and for text, white is perfect. But if you need to change the text color, you can also use the color picker option. Just use the color picker and select your perfect color of your content, and that's all. And imagine you want to put a background color in this whole block, in this whole media and text block. Just click on this main block. After clicking on this main block, you are able to see the options already changed. Here you can see stuck on mobile option. If you want to stuck on mobile this block, then just enable this option, and alternative text. This alternative text means the image alternative text. Type the image alter text here. And from this color setting, you can define the background color of this whole block. Let me select this one, and now you are able to see this color applies in this whole block background. Not only this text one, but it applies in this whole media and text background. Now if you like to remove this black color from this text background, just click on this text and you will see color setting option again, and just clear it and then publish the page. And let's see how our block looks. And this is what we have done in this block. And let's add another one. What's our next block? Our next block is page break. Okay, for showing the page break properly, I need to add some paragraph here. Okay, let me copy and paste some content. I'm just copying and paste some content here. Okay, I have copied and pasted here. And now let's add page break. Layout element and page break. And then another page break here. And the last one here. Okay, now again update this page and reload it. Now you can see there are pages 1, 2, 3, 4. That means a single page divided into 4 pages. The number 1 page contain only this block and media and text block, and the second page contained this content. The third one contains this content, and finally this is the 4th page. If I click on this number 2, you are able to see this content, only this content. This is number 2 page under the layout element page. This is how page break works. And let's see what our next block is. And the next block is case separator. Okay, let's add a separator instead of this space break. Just hit enter, click on plus icon, navigate to layout elements and separator. This is a very tiny separator, and in the right sidebar you are able to see styles option. Just click on this style and there is white line and dots option. Just select the perfect one for your page. Let me select white line and update it. And let's reload the page again. Okay, just let me cut it and reload the main page. Okay, this is the separator. And let's go back to our layout elements. And okay, spacer, we missed spacer. Let's add spacer here. Delete this space break. And I want to make a space of 100 pixel between these two paragraphs. Okay, let's add spacer here, spacer, and by default it's 100 pixel. If you want to increase the height, just type the number, and now it makes the distance of this paragraph and this paragraph is 200 pixel. Let's update this page again and reload this. And now you can see there is a 200 pixel height between this and this paragraph. That's the use of a spacer. Sometimes you may need to create a space between two blocks, then you have to use this spacer option. And our last one is maybe more. Yep, our last block is more, and I can show you this more in this page because more related to our blog post. So let's visit our home page. I have added 3 blog posts here. This is number 1 blog post, this is number 2, and this is number 3. You can see this blog post viewed the full content, but you don't want to preview full content in your blog page or home page. By default, I have selected my home page to show this blog post, but if you don't want to showcase this whole blog post content in your blog, then you should try using more blog. Okay, let me show you how it works in blog post. I am just editing this blog post. My blog post is opened and now clicking on edit post. And now I want to create a continue reading button here. That means my blog post will show only this. That means my blog post will showcase only this few line and then a continue reading button. Okay, now click on this plus icon, navigate to layout elements and add more and update it. And now let's reload our main homepage or blog page. Now you see this is a continue reading button. If I click on this continue reading, it will open the full content. And this is how more blog work. And that's all about our layout elements blog. And I hope you understand each and every blocks of these layout elements.